Welcome all. Myself Dr. Dinesh Navle. So in this video we are going to be discuss about the IUPAC nomenclature of the ethers. So whenever we are going to be discuss about the IUPAC nomenclature of ether, first see what is the IUPAC. So IUPAC stand for the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So it is the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, which is the scientific organization which has set up some of the basic rule for giving the IUPAC nomenclature to the organic as well as the other compound also. So when we are going to be start the IUPAC nomenclature for the organic compound, we should be aware some of the four basic things, which are nothing but the suffix, parent hydrocarbon, locant and the prefix. Suffix will be nothing but it is the principal functional group which are present into your organic compound. So in case of the today's example, the suffix will be like the principal functional group will be the ether. So parent hydrocarbon, we have to decide the longest possible carbon chain. Third will be the locant, that means it is the location of the principal functional group, and prefix will be the substituent. So suffix, parent hydrocarbon, locant and the prefix, these four things are very important whenever we are going to be give the IUPAC nomenclature to any of the organic compound. So before going for the IUPAC nomenclature for the ether molecule, first see which are the basic rule for giving the IUPAC nomenclature for any of the organic compound. So the very first is what? Choose the longest possible carbon chain. We have to choose the longest possible continuous carbon chain. The second rule is what? Number the carbon atom in such a way that for the longest chain, so that a lowest possible number should be given to the functional group and first group attached to the main chain, that is the substituent. Again, for each substituent on the chain, we should indicate the position into the chain. That means if there is any substituent which is going to be present onto that longest chain, we have to indicate the position of that substituent into a chain by an Arabic number. So this is Arabic number system we have to utilize for locating the position of the any of the substituent. Again, the position of the substituent on the chain is indicated by the lowest number possible. The number precedes the name of the substituent. That means we have to give a lowest possible number to the substituent after the functional group, and then we have to write down the number followed by the name of the substituent. So whenever there are two or more than two substituents of the same kinds are present, we have to utilize some of the prefixes for the number of substituent. If there are two same kind of the substituent, we have to utilize the di. For the 3 it is a tri, for 4 it is a tetra, for 5 it is a penta, for 6 it is a hexa, for 7 it is a hepta, and for 8 substituent of similar kind it is the octa, so on. So the combined substituent numbers and name serve as a prefix for the basic hydrocarbon name. So it is going to be give the basic hydrocarbon name by giving the name of the substituent as well as the number. So separate the number from number by the commas. Very important rule. Two numbers has to be separated by commas, whereas the numbers and words are to be separated by the hyphen. And next is what? List the substituent alphabetically by name. If there are more than two or the more than two substituents are there which are of the different kind, that time we have to utilize the alphabetical order for naming the substituent. And the last rule is what? Words are run together. So that is very important. There should not be any space between the words. So now let's see some of the basic rule for the IUPAC nomenclature for the ether molecule. So what are the ethers? Ethers are the molecule which are the organic compound having the general molecular formula ROR, which can easily prepared by replacing hydrogen of the alcohol by the alkyl group. So it is a ROR. So will be the ether. These are derived from the alkane by replacing one hydrogen atom of the alkoxy group. So whenever there is the alcohol ROH, hydrogen atom of the alkoxy or the alcohol will be replaced by the alkane. So in case of unsymmetrical ether, a longer chain group is termed as the alkane, which is the parent chain. So very important rule. For symmetrical alkane, there is no any issue or the problem while giving the IUPAC nomenclature for the ether. But in case of the unsymmetrical ether, a longer alkane group will be termed as the parent chain, while the smaller is going to be termed as the alkoxy. Very important rule. For unsymmetrical ether, a longer alkane group is termed as the alkane, that is the parent chain, while the smaller group is termed as the alkoxy. So this is how ether is going to be written. It is a ROR. So it is a alkoxy alkane. So a longer chain from these two R group will be written as alkane, and a smaller chain will be written as the alkoxy group. So IUPAC nomenclature for ether molecule will be written as alkoxy alkane. So the first rule is what? Longest continuous chain of the carbon atom is used as the parent name. So we have to utilize the longest continuous carbon chain to give the parent name. Might have the substituent. That means longest chain might have the substituents. Then other chain is named as an alkoxy substituent. Change YL part of the alkyl by the oxy. If it is methyl group, it is a methoxy. If it is ethyl group, it will be written as ethoxy. If it is a propyl group, it will be written as a propoxy. That means in case of the chain is named as an alkoxy substituent, so YL of that smaller substituent will be written as the alkoxy. So this is how suffix are going to be utilized. Name as the alkoxy name, then the parent chain. So while giving the IUPAC nomenclature, first a smaller chain will be written as the alkoxy chain, and then we have to write down the name of the parent chain, which is a longer chain. So number the alkoxy substituent to indicate whether it is attached to the parent hydrocarbon chain. So that means numbers of the alkoxy substituent to indicate whether it will be attached to the parent hydrocarbon. Now for the symmetrical ether. Now this is the ROR, in which both the R groups are ethyl group. So it is a symmetrical ether. So one is going to become parent hydrocarbon, another is going to become another substituent. So it will be what? 2 carbon atoms are there. So it will be the ethoxy and ethane. So 2 carbon atom chain will be written as ethane as a parent hydrocarbon, and another group will be written as the ethyl group. So YL will be replaced by oxy. So it can be written as ethoxy ethane. For another, there is a methyl groups are on both the sides. So one group will be written as methane and another methane will be written as methoxy. So it is a methoxy methane. So this is 1, 2, 3 carbon atom is here. Both the side it is a 3 carbon atom chain. So it is a symmetrical ether is there. So we can write down it as a propoxy propane. So one will be written propoxy propane because it is a propane as a basic parent hydrocarbon, and another chain is also the propane, so it can be written as a propoxy. So for the another molecule in which, because it is attached at the 1, so it is a 1. So we have the carbon number 1, 2, 3, longest possible chain. It is the longest chain will be the propane. We are going to be write on the parent hydrocarbon, but it is going to be attached at the 2 positions. So this alkoxy group is going to be attached at the 2 positions. It is number 1, 2, 3. So this is also the isopropyl group, so can be written as a 2-isopropoxy propane. So for unsymmetrical ether, that means for ROR, one R group is, suppose it is a methyl and another group is ethyl. So for unsymmetrical ether, a longest chain will be written as the alkane. So there is a ethyl and one side is a methyl. So ethyl is the longest chain, so it will be written as the ethane. And so the another group which is shorter will be written as the oxy. So one carbon atom is here, so it will be written as methoxy. And then IUPAC nomenclature is going to become as the methoxy ethane. For the same IUPAC nomenclature for ether molecule, there are the 3 carbon atoms on one chain and another chain which contain the R group as the only methyl. So parent hydrocarbon will come as the propane. So it is going to be written as the propane for 3 carbon atom. and another group, R group, is shorter, can be written as the alkoxy, so will be written as the methoxy group. It is a methyl, so YL will be replaced by oxy, so can be written as the methoxy, so it is the methoxypropane, and this methoxy group is going to be attached at carbon number 1, so that's why it will be the methoxypropane. Next structure is what, in which there is a 2 R groups are there. One R group is the 3 carbon chain, one R group is the 2 carbon chain. So in case of the IUPAC nomenclature, a longest carbon chain will be written as alkane, so it is a 3 carbon atom, so can be written as the propane, and shorter chain will be always written as the alkoxy, so it is a 1 and 2 carbon atom, so ethoxy, and this ethoxy group is going to be attached carbon number 1, so it will be written as 1 ethoxypropane, or we can directly write down it as a ethoxypropane because the substituent number is 1. So another one is there, in which we have to see the longest carbon chain. From left hand side it is carbon 1, 2, 3, whereas from another R group which is on the right hand side is carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon atom chain, so it is going to become as the parent hydrocarbon, can be written as the alkane, so it will be like the butane. So at what position smaller chain is present? At number 2, so it will become as the 2. Which group is there? Alkoxy group, so it is isopropyl, so it will be written as isopropoxy, so it is a 2 isopropoxy butane. For these 2 R groups are there. One R group contain the 3 carbon chain, another R group contain the 4 carbon chain, so longest possible carbon chain will be written as alkane, so we have written it as here as the butane, and another a shorter R group or the substituent will be written as the alkoxy. Now it contain 3 carbon atom, 1, 2, 3, so it is a propyl, so can be written as the propoxy, so it is going to become as a 1 propoxy butane because the substituents propoxy is going to be present at carbon number 1. The another structure in which one R group is the simple alkane while other group is the cyclic chain. So in case of the cyclic, a bigger ring will be written as the alkane, so it is a 6 carbon atom, so it is a cyclohexane, and this group will be written as alkoxy, so it is a methoxy cyclohexane. In another thing, although same, it is a 6 carbon atom chain which is a ring in nature, so it will be written as alkane cyclohexane, so the another R group can be written as alkoxy. 2 carbon atoms are chain is there, so it is a ethyl group, so it will be written as ethoxy. So IUPAC nomenclature is going to become ethoxy cyclohexane. For this again, this will be the 4 carbon chain, so can be written as a cyclobutane as a parent hydrocarbon. Methyl group is going to be present as the other R group, so we are going to be write down it as the methoxy cyclobutane. Another one is there, it is a cyclopentane ring and methyl is the substituent as the other group. So cyclopentane will be written as a parent hydrocarbon, and the other which is the short group which will be written as what, or the smaller group will be written as what, alkoxy. So only 1 carbon atom is there, so we are going to be write down it as a methoxy, so it is a methoxy cyclopentane. So during all this discussion we have seen IUPAC nomenclature for the ether molecule, that is ROR. Ethers can be symmetrical or it can be unsymmetrical. For symmetrical ether, one R group will be written as the alkane, which is a parent hydrocarbon, while another R group will be written as the alkoxy. So that means alkyl substituent in which YL will be replaced by OXY, oxy. So IUPAC nomenclature is going to become alkoxy alkane. While in case of the unsymmetrical ether, a longest chain which are present into the ether molecule will be written as the parent hydrocarbon, whereas a shorter chain or a shorter group will be written as the alkoxy group. So it is also going to become the alkoxy alkane. So this is how the IUPAC nomenclature of the ether molecules can be written very easily. If you like the content of this video, you can share this video, you can like this video, as well as you can subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.